Before I get started, I want to take the time out and recognize a few people that gave me strength that I need to further the efforts to find my son Daniel. Daniel's mother, Melissa, who kept things together back at home in South Carolina so that I can focus on finding our son. My family, who encouraged me to continue this journey, giving me guidance that I needed along the way. To the many volunteers, each and every one of you, who worked tirelessly for hours, searching for our son. To Jeff McGrath, my private investigator who is truly invested in making sure no rocks went unsearched. I appreciate the numerous hours, the counseling, the dedication and professionalism that you showed to our family. And lastly, I'd like to thank the West Valley NAACP. I'd like to thank the Black Mothers Forum, and the New Black Panther Party, Phoenix Local Organizing Committee, Mr. Floyd Galloway, Ms. Gisette Knight, Mr. Paul Adams, Mr. Evan Short, Mrs. Shante McDonald, Mr. Larnell Farmer, the local media, community members, and everyone that donated and shared posts about our son. I thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I've got to mention anyone else who has given their time and energy to help us find Daniel, please talk to my head and not my heart. To the members of the media and fellow residents gathered here today, my name is David Robinson II, the father of my lovely, sharp, funny, intelligent, confident geologist, Daniel Cornelius Robinson. Since childhood, I knew Daniel would accomplish anything he put his mind to. He never let an obstacle get in his way. For example, Daniel was born with one hand, as many have found out, but he never allowed that to hinder him. When he wanted to play football, he played football. When Daniel wanted to learn the French horn, he taught himself. When he wanted to play the trombone, he mastered it. Daniel would not let adversity stop him. That is why I can't give up on him. When you see something that is not right, not fair, not just, you have to speak. You have to say something. You have to do something. By Representative John Lewis. On the 23rd of June, I contacted the Buckeye Police Department, informing them our son, geologist Daniel Robinson, has been missing for over 12 hours. Officer Cruz notified me that he would send a helicopter out to search for Daniel the following morning. On June 24th, however, 2 hours after our call ended, Officer Cruz informed me that the search was canceled because my son was an adult and non-suicidal. The lack of urgency from the Buckeye Police Department prompted me to drive from Columbia, South Carolina to Buckeye, Arizona. Something didn't seem right to me, and the decision was not fair. Upon arrival on June 26th, I received a call from my auntie in Philadelphia, letting me know that the Buckeye Police Department was using a Firebird helicopter to search for Daniel in the same vicinity where they found Dan's car, found his Jeep planted a month later. On many occasions, I traveled to Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road to sit outside that gate leading to the well site where my son was last seen. With nothing but my binoculars in hand, I looked into the desert from the road in hopes that I'm sorry.
Take your time.
In hopes that I could look into the desert from the road, in hopes that I could see, that I could spot my son's vehicle from afar. After waiting days for Buckeye Police Department to do more searches for our son, I knew I had to do something because time was crucial. I couldn't go another day allowing the desert to separate me from being there for my son. I could not let my son's life be hinged on the decision to act or not to act. So I acted. I worked hard day and night, sending out emails, making phone calls, contacting the media, whatever I had to do to get the help that our son deserved. I created a website, pleasehelpfinddaniel.com, to reach the community for tips, bring awareness of my son's disappearance. It wasn't easy, but I did it. With the help of people in the community, I started weekly searches. I was able to get past the barrier that kept me from looking for my son.